Welcome to episode 3 of the Arizona Turkey Bowl Sports Center. I'm Robert A-Train Osorio, and this is...
I'm Jerry. Unsportsmanlike conduct go do this.
Sorry about that laugh there, folks. It's a little inside joke, but this whole Turkey Bowl is going to be fun. And that's what this episode's about, having some fun. So we want to draw you in, give you a little bit of a taste of the history of the past and why we're so excited about this. You know, Jerry, one thing that when the commission got together to discuss this year's Turkey Bowl, it was an overwhelming request that there be no referees. For the past, 3-4 years, there have been some referees. Why don't you tell us why we decided against referees this year?
Absolutely, Bob. You know, I'm glad you're going to speak on this topic because this year I started the Just Say No to Refs campaign.
I signed up for that.
I'm selling
Facebook.
Little blue lapels for your collared shirts there, buddy.
Yeah, I got the lights.
Listen, when you get flagged or whistled for wearing a pair of sunglasses to the game,
oh, mercy.
There's something wrong. The refs are being a little whistle happy out there that year, and they just really slowed the tempo down. So we're eliminating the refs, going off the honor system. We're all men out there, and I think we can make it happen without the whistles and the flags.
That's right. The honor system is going to be key out there. The coaches are going to be the ones calling the fouls. The players will. The coaches will have to work it out together. That'll make sure that the game does move along because, boy, I tell you, you get some 300-pound dude out there on the line who ain't played football in 14 years, and somebody sneezes, he's going to jump. He's going to jump. The ref just didn't realize that. And, man, an infraction, that red flag, I saw more yellow flags than I saw red and blue flags at the last Turkey Bowl. So we've changed that up. But, you know, Jerry, that also brings me to a time I recall. I mentioned this in the first event, but I got to bring it up here, the glory days of Sasso Mendes. If you recall, Sasso had busted down that left side, and he was going, and it was almost like time stood still. But it didn't. Sasso busted past, I think he was on the 20, the 30, the 40, the 50, and then the 40, the 30, and somewhere around that 30-yard line, Jerry, he started running out of gas. I mean, his legs just shoot, 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 shoot. And then we saw the arms start going like this.
Yes.
And before you know it, it was kind of like that, man.
Yes.
That was a good memory.
You know, Bob, in the skate world, we call that an epic fail.
Ooh, mercy.
Yes, sir.
Epic fail. That was definitely an epic fail. I also remember another time in the Turkey Bowl where an individual, who will be called the A-Train, came up. If I remember right, it was Alfred Elisario who was the quarterback. And I had a hunch that the team on the other side was going to make a move. And, man, I read it. And I busted through that line. And bam! I busted up Al Elisario in the play like lightning. It was incredible. What do you remember, Jerry, about some of these things?
You know, I got a personal story of mine, and it's pretty funny because this is what it's all about. It's all about having fun, making memories out there. I believe when we played over here at Corte Sierra Field one year, I was lining up on a wide receiver as a linebacker, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to blitz that quarterback off the corner.
Oh, yeah.
And I could see it in my head, the play going.
The vision was there.
I was going to be the hero.
The feng shui was
At the
working.
last minute, I decided to cover that wide receiver man on man. So when the hike went through, I went from 1 inch forward to about 2 inches back and pulled a hamstring, and it was all bad after that. It was limping to the Thanksgiving dinner from that point on.
Talking about injuries, do you remember Steve Borrego?
Oh, Chop Block Steve.
Chop Block Steve. Listen, guys, if Steve comes out, you need to watch out for Chop Block Steve. Steve Borrego decided he was going to press in and try to get the quarterback one year, and I was up against him. And I was blocking him like this, Jerry. Clean block, professional. I mean, it was good. But Steve Borrego must have had his Wheaties that morning. His legs were turning, and his body was moving. And, Jerry, my hand, this finger right here, this finger right here did this. Okay, I'm going to turn this sideways, and I'm going to pretend that this is back. My finger bent backwards like this, but more like that. You see that right there? Oh, my goodness. The bone popped out right there. I had to be taken to the hospital. I got to Thanksgiving dinner late. It was a great year.
Yeah, I remember that year. That was sad that you had to leave that game. I know you're real psyched on it. Just goes to show you, flag football or not, injuries happen out there. I can talk about Steve Borrego one time, just a real nonchalant game of pickup football. Look out, folks, because when a guy named Steve Chop Block Borrego will chop block his own family member on a kickoff.
On the
kickoff. He chop blocks the guy. Look out. That's all I got to say.
That guy right there, folks, is one of the reasons that we have the release for. In fact, I think it's the only reason we have the release for is for Borrego. If you're watching this, Borrego, you remember that. Well, folks, this is episode number 3. We'll check back with you again in a couple days and see how things are going. But in the meantime, make sure you tell your friends, make sure you tell your family, get on the website, sign up at www.AZTurkeyBowl.com, and be checking out for other episodes.
Yep, we'll look forward to seeing you guys out there this year.
For AZ Sports Center, I'm Robert A. Train Osorio, and this is...
I'm Jerry, Unsportsmanlike Conduct Godinez.
See you next time.